Today we're going to replace the starter on this 2013 Honda Foreman 500. I'll show you what it's doing when you try to start it. Get that clicking noise. And I'll show you an easy way to confirm, the way that I used to confirm that it was actually the starter that was bad and not like the starter solenoid. Start by taking the seat off here. And your side panels, they just pop out. Take the side panels off the other side. So we're going to use a test light to confirm if the starter's bad. So we're going to clip this side to a ground on the starter itself, and then we're going to touch the end of the test light to the positive wire on the back of the starter, and if it lights up, that shows that we have power to the starter. Right above the exhaust, I've fished this in over the top, and I've gotten this connected to the starter itself, just to ground it out. Okay, again, difficult to see, but this rubber boot right here, I've peeled back from the starter wire, and then I'm going to touch the test light to that bolt, and I'm going to press the starter button. You can see that the test light lights up, so we're getting power to the starter, but it's not turning over, so that confirms that the starter is the failed part and needs to be replaced. To begin removing the starter, I've jacked up the quad. We're going to actually access the starter and remove it from the back of the quad. It's a little faster. You can take the air box out, but there's a lot of extra steps, and I think this will actually save a little bit of time. Okay, so you can see here, you can see on the back of the quad, you got a 10 millimeter here, 10 millimeter here, and then you got another 10 millimeter. This is the power, goes to the back of the starter. So I'm going to do this one last. I'm going to take these two out first. That'll allow the starter to pull out, and then we'll be able to access this a little easier once the starter's hanging down. We're gonna tap on the starter with this extension and see if we can get it to pop out. Now you should be able to kind of fish the starter down and then take out that other 10 millimeter bolt that holds the cable on. And your starter's out. So let's see what's going on the inside of the starter. This is a 7 millimeter on the side, and there's two of them. So you've got your brushes, and on the inside here, look at all these pieces. Something's come apart on the inside of the starter, so it's no wonder that this thing was not turning over. Whole thing's kind of come completely apart. So we've got the new starter. It's an OEM part from Honda. It's the only way to go. Let's put the new one in. I bought this on Amazon. You can also buy it from like Partzilla, or if your local Honda dealership has it in stock. I'll leave the part number for this in the description, along with a link if that helps you out. So here's the Honda OEM part number, 31200-HR0-F01, made in Mexico. Get your starter wire bolt tightened back up. Make sure when you're lining the starter up, you got this ground wire here that needs to be in line with this bolt hole. Once you've got it all lined up, you can get your bolts put in. I'm gonna start to hand tighten them. And I like to use a ratcheting wrench to get them in there. It's a little easier. See if this starts. Back in business. Thanks for watching today, guys. I hope this helped you, saved you a little bit of time, helped you get your machine back on the road. We'll see you on the next one.